In this video, I want to show how to develop the sky and make it more dramatic in this image, which has a very blank looking and white sky. So I'm going to start off in Lightroom by going to the graduated filter, and I'm just going to choose the graduated filter and draw it down over the sky and over most of the image. And then my exposure I'm going to bring down until I get some real dark tones in the sky, so to maybe about 2.2 stops. And then I'm going to exaggerate that a little bit by turning up the contrast, so maybe probably turn it up all the way, and even try the clarity as well, so get some real exaggerated texture going on in the sky. I'm just going to get rid of this dust spot while I'm here, so just use the dust remover to get rid of that. Click done. Okay, from here I'm going to go into the Nick filters and edit in Color Efex Pro. Say yes to edit a copy with Lightroom adjustments. This will take a few seconds, unfortunately. Okay, so here we are in Color Efex Pro, and from the last time I used this bit of software, it's already got the graduated neutral density filter loaded. So I'm going to adjust the upper tonality and make it quite dark, and then I'm going to adjust the lower tonality and just brighten that up a little bit so we can see the details in the foreground. Play around with the upper tonality a bit again, make it quite dramatic. Then I'm going to add a filter, and I'm going to add the Pro Contrast filter. And the Pro Contrast filter, I'm going to use dynamic contrast and turn that all the way up. I'm going to leave that I think for now in Color Efex, and I'm going to save that and go back into Lightroom, which again I'm afraid takes a few seconds. And the almost final thing I want to do is crop the image. I think it probably would look stronger as a square. I mean, I think the composition is okay, but I imagine a 1-to-1 crop might just accentuate the simplicity of the picture a little bit. So line that little clump of trees up in the middle, click done, and then as a final touch, I'm going to just darken down the corners a little bit with the vignetting tool. And that's my image finished, I think, at the moment. So I went from, if we look in the history, Let's not look in the history. Let's do this. Okay, so originally we went from that rather uninspiring image just of the heath with the very pale, very blank sky, and we ended up with this, which, yes, it is exaggerated and it is obviously filtered, but it's just to show that you can get something interesting looking from a very uninspiring beginning.